What's up everybody and welcome to the channel. Today we are here with the 2024 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 4xe and we are going to test it out off-roading. So we've had the Bronco Raptor out here, several different trucks, Range Rovers out here, and even a Grand Cherokee 4xe. So we're going to basically see what this SUV is like actually hitting the trails, comparing it to the other vehicles we've had, and see what this thing's all about. As you may not be able to hear, this is a 4xe, so right now it's in EV mode, super quietly cruising through the trails, and this should be a lot of fun. Just getting to enjoy that electric silent power, as you can hear, as it just very quietly walks up this hill. And then now we'll test out a little bit of articulation. This isn't too crazy, however, this is a pretty, maybe like a 3 or 4 foot elevation change, so pretty cool spot. You can just hear the electronics. Oh yeah. And
still in two-wheel drive.
Yeah, so two-wheel drive. Look at that. Alright, might need four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Don't let that fool you guys. Four-wheel drive, of course, it'll walk right up. Alright, 4 high should be no issue. Alright, so I gotta say the spinning was just because it wasn't two-wheel drive for a second. But it is in pure EV mode right now. The coolest thing with the 4xe, something that I truly like, is that instant torque. For those of you who have driven on an electric car, it is just instant torque, and off-roading it really helps. Alright, so we are at the big rocks. We're going to be in 4 low with the manual shift select, and then we have swaybar disconnect, locking front and rear differentials. So this will be pretty fun. Like I said, we've had a lot of vehicles on this section, so it'll be really cool to see exactly what the Wrangler can do. Obviously, this is a top-notch off-roader, truly designed for this, and it doesn't come off on camera, but this is a pretty cool steep rock section with some overhangs and things like that. It doesn't come off on camera with how gnarly it can look, but it should look pretty good, and this should honestly do it like a cakewalk. Now we do have a kind of a spot there. Go straight right now. Yeah, just go straight. So the axle almost touched. There we go. Slow, keep it slow right now. Yep. Yeah, we're in pure electric mode still. Well, that was pretty easy. And as he walks up it, pretty effortless. It's so unique. It's basically we're off-roading an EV right now. And then just hitting this bump, this shouldn't be anything. You can feel and see that torque from the EV just like doing it.
I have to get used to that versus a normal vehicle.
Yeah, it really, it gives you good control, it seems.
Yeah.
So slow down a little bit. There's a tad bit of overhang with that bumper, I feel.
Can we make it?
I think so. Keep going. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. All right, trailer hitch.
I don't think we had to go into all the modes we're in.
Probably not. Well, that really was a cakewalk.
Yeah, that was a pretty hard line too, I'd say.
Seems pretty identical with the Bronco.
Yeah.
I'd say this, compared to a Bronco Raptor at least, not quite as good ground clearance, but of course, this is not running 35s. So a 392 Wrangler would give you that little bit better ground clearance. But the EV system is really cool. It just gives you that such usable amount of power to where you don't even have to think about stress in the vehicle. And it's been silent this entire time.
With a swap now, we'll get Brian behind the wheel so he can see what it's like. This will be our second time with a Wrangler off-road. We had my Wrangler, which we didn't really get to do a lot with, and now we have pretty much a fully loaded one, minus the 392. But we're going to take a little bit different of a line than we have in the past, since we have a pretty capable SUV here with a swaybar disconnect. I think that might have been a little bit of ground clearance. Huh? Cake, yeah. Aside from that, for a factory stock vehicle, not too bad. It's a little hard to see with the shadows, but we got a pretty good incline here.
As of right now,
yeah.
I'm assuming my axles are going up and down.
Oh yeah.
This to me, I'm going perfectly flat.
Yeah, if you saw this, here, can you see that angle from there?
Yeah, a little bit.
You see that?
Tucked in the back?
Yeah, yeah.
It is like flat for me.
Yeah. Keep going more. There you go. Yep. And now straighten it out. If you guys can't tell, well, hold on, Bri, stop right there. Look at how much taller you are than me, Bri. And we're what, 6 feet away from each other?
Yeah.
He's way up there, so this is level.
Yeah.
So even here is a steep bit. We never thought to do this line. This is way cooler. You're good, keep coming. Straighten out though. Yeah. Straighten out, straighten out. Yep, there you go. So we might have had a little bit of ground clearance issues, but nothing too crazy. I'd say that was pretty good for this.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. Very, 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 very capable.
Yeah.
I wish we had taken the Bronco Raptor on that exact same line. I think it would have done it fine.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think if this had the 35s on it, like if it were a 392, that would have been much better.
Yeah.
But overall, though, the articulation, fantastic. The power with the 4Xe, I love the electric power. All right, so a little bit more cruising, the engine kicked on. I went into ESave, so kind of as a blend of both, but its goal on this one is to save the battery. You can hear the engine, and I'm really having to give it some throttle for the power to kick in to get me up hills. This is what a traditional vehicle feels like. If I hit electric now, the engine's off, and now I have instant electric torque to just slowly walk up. If I go to hybrid, I don't know if that's the most ideal mode for off-roading. It'll kind of go back and forth, like we're in EV mode right now. If I need a little bit more power, engine just kicked in. If I slow back down, you can still hear the engine, and it'll probably shut off in a second or two. Yeah, there the engine goes.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
This is bringing the EV tech to the market in a fun way. I don't like electric cars, not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan, I would never buy one. I like hybrids. I'm really growing fond of them because you get the best of both worlds. You don't have any drawbacks with having to rely on charging it, but you get a normal gas engine with all the cool things of an electric car. So it's a good technology blend. passenger tire's gonna tuck down now. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, that's good. Just needs a little more ground clearance. That was a big one. All right. And one last look. It does not come off on camera, but it's pretty gnarly. Like, that's pretty high up there. Eye level is like right here. So, yeah, pretty good little test for the 4xe Rubicon. Just needs what, 2 more inches of ground clearance?
A little bit. But I was in the downhill assist control for most of that.
Yeah.
So it was doing all the braking for me, minus a few sections where I didn't quite feel confident in it, but it's a really good system.
Yeah.
Especially for slippery rocks like that.
Yeah, for sure.
It makes it a little bit more consistent.
But overall,
yeah,
4xe. It knows what it's doing. I think it just needs a little bit extra ground clearance. There's a few spots underneath it that have like pieces just kind of hanging that are kind of in the way. I don't know what they're for.
They almost look like they're removable too, so I don't know what structural components they are. But I feel like for the Rubicon it should be lifted, unless it has a lift already.
I guess it's the 392 that has the bigger lift that we're used to with the Raptor Bronco at least. Yeah. But I could see the Rubicon just having a little bit more ground clearance. But aside from that, as the bugs start attacking us.
Not sure how many people are off-roading a $75,000 EV.
Yeah, comment below, which one do you guys buy to off-road? Obviously, I mean, if you're dropping this much money, you better be using its capabilities.
Because it has everything available.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just pretty buttons to look at.
Yeah, but it does do the job. It's pretty sweet off-road, and I think this and a Bronco, they really are good competitors. Bronco still by far is way better on road. Like, it's kind of noisy, a little wobbly, just not a good on-road vehicle. However, it has honestly the same articulation for what we've done with swaybar disconnect on both vehicles.
Yeah, really.
The hybrid system available on this is a huge plus. The V8 available on this is a huge plus too. So I think when you're looking at the two, a Bronco versus a Wrangler, I think the drivetrain is going to be your biggest selling point. And then are you using it on-road more, are you using it off-road more? Overall though, obviously we know this is one of the absolute best. This and a Bronco are the best off-roaders. So you get a lot, a little bit of sacrifices. But that is it for today's video. Off-roading in the 4xe Wrangler Rubicon. Sweet SUV for sure. If you enjoyed the video, throw us a thumbs up, give it a subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next video.